Here's 5 things you shouldn't do when building your next gaming PC. The first is spend way too much money on any single one of your components. You should be putting around 50 to 60% of your budget into the CPU and GPU combo. And what you want to do is maximize gaming performance. Look up top combos and don't overspend on things like the case, power supply, or memory if you don't have to or you don't have the budget to do so. The second is don't become too obsessed about the GPU model you pick. Now, I'm not talking about the 5070 versus 5080, I'm talking about the specific RTX 5070 model you buy, and this obviously applies to all GPUs. Typically, I find that if you spend a lot of money on a graphics card and go for a really high-end cooler, you're actually losing out on value for money. You're only going to see a 5 or 6% gain from the cheapest to the most expensive model. So unless you're motivated by aesthetics, that money is better spent elsewhere. Plus, a high-end 5070 Ti is commonly going to cost you nearly the price of a lower-end 5080, and the higher tier GPU will always give you better value for money. The next thing is in the build process itself, and my advice here is don't build everything into the case straight away. Build up the motherboard outside of the case by installing the CPU, the memory, the SSD, and if you've got an air cooler, that too, before transporting this into the chassis. Number 4 is don't leave the cable management to the end. I know it's tempting, I know you want to get the thing built, but cable manage as you go. It will be so much easier. And number 5, don't forget about airflow. Think about the airflow within your system. Think about where the fans are, what the orientation that those fans are in. What's that going to look like in your build? Have you got enough cooling? Don't overlook this because you're going to suffer on temperatures and lose out on valuable gaming performance.